Yeah, this your boy O.C.B, man. This is O.C.B After Dark. Welcome. For those who just tuned in, man, I need y'all to share, man. Send those stars in. And you know what time it is right now. It's time for that shot word.
Shot.
Shot. Got y'all shots ready. Go up. Across the room.
Salute. Yes, sir.
Hold up, people.
Yeah.
Woo! All right, I'm ready for this one. Cause this one, this shit right here, we're gonna have to. We're gonna work it out though. We're gonna work it out.
It's another N word we're gonna use this time, y'all. It's not the N bomb.
All right, baby, let's go. Shot word.
We're talking about nature versus nurture. So if you can nature or nurture, then take that shot, because that's what we're talking about today. And if you look on your screen, this is episode 47. Of course, we're on the road to 50. When we get to 50, we're gonna do something very special for you all.
Yeah, man.
So, nature versus nurture. We have basic definitions up here for you all. I don't know if you could see it. Let me see if I can take my overlay off so that you all can see it. Let me hide that overlay. There we go. So, nature is when we talk about nature, we're referring to the genes, all of the hereditary and biological factors, such as your physical appearance, your personality, your characteristics. We're talking about all of those things, those innate factors, genetics. And when we talk about nurture, we're talking about those environmental cues, those environmental things like your childhood experiences, how you're raised, your social relationships, your culture, your surrounding, your culture. We're talking about your upbringing and your experience, life experience and things, life experiences, things like that. So that's what we're referring to. And this is a debate that's been going on for a while. And I know
social,
you probably have heard nature versus nurture.
And so what we're trying to figure out is which one actually makes you. Is it, are you who you are because that you were born like that, or because of your surroundings, basically? What you think, people?
I think it's a little bit of both.
A little bit of both.
It has to be a little bit of both on people's ends, because for one is everybody has this duality of man.
Okay.
This duality.
Okay.
Yeah. This is like you said, it's already innate, but then everybody has this version and that version. I think it's an old Indian saying, the beast you feed, the wolf you feed is the one you become.
Yeah.
So it has a little bit to do with the environment, but it also has to do with how you are, like you said, innate anyway.
But so what takes over in situations, who you are or who you became? Like over time with your relationships, what you learned. You know what I'm saying? Like just talking your so I got Recon in here. He was in the military before. So but hey, you'll turn that mic for me because I really want to hear him by him having to be both.
Yeah.
If you don't mind, you know what I mean?
Survival, yeah.
Yeah, it's survival. Right. So which one, what is mandatory? Who are, you know what I'm saying? What is nature or nurture? Which one that you hold on to? I guess I'm what I'm asking.
I'm like Roe, man. I think it's both, because you are who you're gonna be. Like in your heart, you got sociopaths, psychopaths out there that have no emotions.
Right.
That's just the way they are. Oh, my bad. Is that better?
Yeah.
I've done this before.
Yeah.
So, but I think any human being can snap at any given time, depending on the circumstances.
What about so? Is that the nature of them or the nurture of them when they snap? Because some people just don't do nothing. Like they
passive
aggressive. They fall back. So is this in their nature? Or in their nurture to be like that. But like I understand what you're saying, because some people will snap.
I think it's in their nurture.
So, but were they already like that, or did they become that, or is it different for everybody?
I think it's different for everybody.
Me too.
To be honest, because you're a product of your environment. I don't care who you are. All you have to do is watch children, right?
Yeah.
And you watch children all day long.
And they innocence.
And they're innocent. They don't see race, colors. They don't see anything. They see another kid. They playing. They don't care.
Mm-hmm. What about the little kids? Right. What about the kids? You always see the kid that always killing the animals.
But that's the sociopath.
It is.
That's the sociopath.
That's the one you take to the Delta and get lost.
Oh, wow.
Not lost.
And that's recon. y'all.
That's recon.
Straight to the point. Yeah.
Right. So even like you being in the middle, I ain't trying to pick on you, but I'm just love that you here, so I need to hear what you got to say. You dig what I mean?
All right,
But
let me take off my jacket.
Yeah.
Right, the
opinion
guy
is
hot
you.
in here.
Right. And I know y'all don't see him, but y'all probably see him right there in the corner, but right behind my wife right there.
Yeah,
like he's
we
not
see
feeling
him a
on the
little
booty, people. He just like that's just what it might get. You know what I mean?
That's just what it is.
But yeah, go ahead, sir.
What am I saying?
Oh Lord, we'll come back to him right
No.
quick. Look, okay, Eric, look now. I'm talking about the, like we said, like so you already said the kid that killed all the animals. They sociopath.
Yeah.
But
It's easily identifiable.
You know, most of the time that goes back. If you look at psychology, then that usually goes back to some traumatic experience they had in the younger past that they can't deal with, and so that's how they're dealing with it.
Yeah,
I mean, it's an emotional break that they have somewhere in their medulla goblin.
He's still on Halloween. He's still the thing about Halloween.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, there you go.
Right.
I learned that from her.
Yeah. And also, and what you think, Miss Dear Me Queen? Like, I want to hear from you. Like, what you think about it? Like, when you go in, cause you always talking about relationships, right? So even dealing with a relationship, how does that? What kicks in? What is it? The nurture, or the nature of you kicks in when you in a relationship or trying to get into a relationship with somebody you hopefully to have kids with, or just get your booty to?
I really can't with you with this booty too, but it's okay. We're here. I think the nature takes over when it comes to the relationship part, because you have to go to where you're comfortable in order to be exposed in a relationship, and not exposure in a bad way, but to fully allow yourself to indulge into a relationship. You go back to a comfort so you can have more of a control over it, if that makes any sense.
So you talking about just the nurture? You talking about the nurturing? That was you rely on? Nurture,
yes. That's what you
okay, not the nature of who you cause who you are. So you don't think. I mean, like I feel what y'all saying, because for me, I think people are who they are.
Yeah.
A lot of the time.
Yeah.
Now, what you being taught, that's just what you taught, but who you are,
but
it's gonna reveal itself.
Gonna fly out the window. Like what you learn. I mean, can fly out the window because of who you really. Because I can talk shit and be I'm the motherfucker. You better not say nothing. But when that right motherfucker come along, the real you show. You know what I mean? Exactly. All that shit you learn and all that other shit. That shit fly straight out the goddamn window.
And that's like the definition of what they said, the innate ability to do what's in you.
I think when you're talking about a relationship, when you talk about the different factors as far as the personality goes, like aggression, being aggressive, that could more than likely be something within nature, and it could be nurture, because it could be something that you've seen or something, and you might have a little PTSD or around something that happened to you. But a lot of times, you know, if you're going to be aggressive, I don't necessarily know that that's a trait that you're born with. I think it's something that
it's a learned behavior.
It sounds more. I mean, it sounds more
nature.
It sounds more nurturing than anything, because you have to learn certain things when you first come into this world.
And that's true.
Behaviors.
Yeah,
it's adaptability too.
Yeah, because like even what you say, you know, like we had a conversation yesterday, and we had like when a child snap off on their parent and in front of everybody,
right?
And then, you need to beat their ass. I didn't raise you like that. And then the child's like, yes, you did.
Right.
Because you told me don't let nobody pick on me.
Right.
But when you know what I'm saying? Pick on me. You know what I'm saying? You break again. Don't you let nobody, I don't give a damn who they are. Don't let them do you like that. But when it's you, what if you were the one that was picking on them, you didn't realize?
Right.
You know what?
Exactly. You feel what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So now
ain't no fun on the rep.
Yeah. So you teaching like you still teaching. So that's nurture. You nurture them to be like that.
Right.
And then when they become that shit, you mad because you turned on you.
The way you nurture them created a whole different nature in them.
It is.
You know what I mean?
It became that.
It became 10 times. You know, when a kid is still learning on the basics of just being a human, of just being on this earth, the whole answer in their mind is always going to be yes. So whatever you do and whatever you teach them, that's what they're going to end up being, and especially if you never corrected it. So...
Okay.
So you said whatever,
because like Recon said, if you leave a group of kids alone, just together,
They're
just going to play. You might hear some yelling and
Unless you got
crying
that
or
fucking
whatever.
psychopath in there.
Right.
But I saw he had something on his mind. Hold on 1 minute. Ricky, go ahead. I know you had something you wanted to say.
I got 3 kids.
Go ahead.
And each one of them are different.
Right,
You know,
right.
I mean, they're the same, but they're different. I got a 20-year-old son who I could choke. But
legally you can. He's
but
grown man.
He grown.
But my two daughters are polar opposites, right? One's a brain. When she talks, you think college. You know what I mean? Like she's very laid back and observant. She watches before she says anything. She observes who she's with. She's very intelligent.
Yeah.
But when my youngest one speaks, like you think bail money. Straight up, like that's what's gonna happen.
But you recognize it.
You recognize
it. My youngest, she come out the womb just like I wish him up would. Like that's who she is. That's who.
Right. So that's
nature.
just her nature.
Her nature is straight
but
up.
you got to recognize and nurture.
But
exactly.
I was just fixing to get to it. Like, so when I recognize it, you have to, for me. In my part, you know, because everybody is different. Everybody's got different variables in their situation. So, but what I did was I don't hold nothing back from my kids, but at the same time, I see what's going on with my oldest daughter and what's going on with my youngest daughter, and I placate to those things. Like I push certain things off on my oldest that I know that she's interested in and what she wants to do, so I can nurture that aspect of it. And my youngest, she wants to be in front of people. She don't care what nobody thinks. She can get up in front of a stage of people and tell them
fearless,
like it, love it, or leave it. This is who I am.
And
I
so she one of them kids that say, boys got a penis, girls got a vagina.
No.
You know, you had the little kids on the kindergarten. Yeah.
Right.
Caitlyn Jenner screwed her up. Right. But it's one of the. It's one. But
take a drink on that.
Y'all heard it here on O.C.B. at the dog, y'all.
Yeah.
Nah, I ain't going. But But my youngest, man, she's one of those that she's all me. I mean, 100% me.
But you recognize it.
With no filter. So she will hurt your feelings.
So you got to know how to reel it.
Yeah. I got, that's why I was.
And that's the nurture. That's the
nurturing part.
So like you understand, and that's very important. Me and my wife, we were talking about our kids and how we, you know, like we said before, how we treat everybody the same. Fucking impossible.
It's
impossible. You can't even like with you, Erica, right? Like your son is autistic, right?
You're right.
But you know how to handle it,
right?
So
I didn't know at first. I'm gonna be so transparent because he's in this age of he just turned 9. You know, that preteen age is creeping up. And I don't know whether to hug him or body slam him sometimes. But
and make sure, make sure he get in the preteen. Make sure you have him plenty of grease, right?
And wash his socks. Wash his socks.
I'm gonna keep going like I didn't hear y'all.
We're his uncles. We know.
He in this. I'm done with y'all. He's in this age of I'm going to say what's on my mind, and I'm going to mean what I say, and I say what I mean, even when it comes to you, mommy. You're wrong in this, and he calls me out on a lot of stuff. So. I
Does he be right?
Shut the hell up. Shut the hell up. Now
don't be that parent.
Now, believe it or not, I'm a parent that I'm starting to listen more and not react as quickly. But rest assured, mommy still has hands. And he knows that.
That's what's up too.
But I'm trying to be.
And I feel recon with the 3 kid things too. Because I got 3 boys, right? And I feel like each one of them is each different personality of me. Right. My oldest son, as you see, y'all see him all the time. He like my light skinned twin, but he's better than me in everything. I feel like he got time on his side. He's handsome to me. He light skinned. His hair better than mine. He's good at martial arts. He's gonna be better than me. But I love
certain parts of this conversation that I want to say, but I ain't gonna say it.
but my middle son is like he big and strong, but he's all heart. Yeah. So he's like my heart part of me. And then my youngest son.
I was just going to say all 3 of my kids are an exact mirror image of each part of me.
Exactly.
Right? So my son is the can't get right, like in life. You know what I'm saying? He just wants to play with the ball. He don't want to be TikTok famous and shit.
Oh,
He don't want to pay no bills.
right.
And my middle daughter, she's the intelligence. She's
Yeah.
Right.
That's my baby boy.
Right.
He's
So,
the brain.
That's what it is.
Hey, Erica, what'd you say? Hold on, y'all just go ahead,
I'm
Erica.
going to agree with y'all. Like, my child is everything I wish I was at his age. He's very bold. He's very conscious. He loves very, very hard, but he's the part of me that I couldn't get out until I was older. You know, being bold.
Because
with
is that because
language.
you nurtured that part and once you saw it?
Because of the diagnosis, it made me, push it a little bit harder because, Eric, when he came into this world, he wasn't talking. He was diagnosed as a nonverbal. Well, not nonverbal, but speech delayed. And now I can't get him to shut up. And that's a good thing. I want you to be, it's an amazing thing to hear him stand up for himself when people try to play him, or even when I get on his nerve, he's very honest. I chose to nurture that part of it because I needed him to be bold in this world. They don't care if you're autistic, but they don't care if you're black.
And that's dope. And that's good. Like when I was like just these two guys, you know what I'm saying? Big ups to them because having kids and understanding the difference between, seeing naturally who their kids are and being able to nurture them to be even, right? Because we talk big about evening ourselves out.
Yeah, man.
If you too wild over here, I need to figure out something to bring this shit back.
Yeah.
But if you not as right here, I need to bring that out.
Each individual,
you know what I mean?
you gotta get with them on their own accord.
Every kid with a broad brush, you just can't just
right.
If you did that,
just like you can't do every person.
You can't.
Exactly.
Not everybody's the same, man.
Right.
But a lot of how I raised my kids was carport conversations when I had.
Right.
A lot of those many nights where.
And sometimes that's why we supposed to have a community like this. Talk about stuff like this because some people just don't see it. Because believe it or not, most parents, young parents, are selfish as hell. Right? Because they never got a chance to do a lot of things that they wanted to do because they had kids too early. You feel what I'm saying? So now the kids are neglected. They starting to neglect the kids now. Why your kid bad? You don't ever want to say because I neglected him. That's a hard pill to swallow to face yourself and say I neglected my child for this reason.
Have you
know what I mean?
Have you noticed the narrative on all the things that's been going on as far as hip hop? It's been like kind of like what you said. Everybody's saying, well, the music is the fault. The music is the fault. I will tell you what, the music is a theme song to what they are already putting their mind to do.
Right.
That's all it is.
Now I understand that music is a spell. Don't get me wrong. I understand all of this.
Of course.
But you got to take certain shit for what it is.
Accountability.
Right.
Entertainment. Just like anything else.
I think music is nothing more than reflects your emotions at that
time.
But if you ain't got your emotions in check, you gonna let that song take over you.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
It's just like a love song. Like love song can be used the same way as a hate song.
You're right.
Man, if I overpush this now, I think I'm gonna fuck around and be a goddamn pedophile or something. Like, this how she wants it. But it's talking about whatever.
That's true. And shit.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, come on, man. It's what
but
you talk.
Can't blame what you press play to. So that's one whole thing.
That's what I'm saying. But a lot of people, even with the rap thing, like in court, you know what I'm saying? They're trying to use
the RICO charge.
Yeah, they're trying to use rap lyrics against artists. Shit like that. I'm like, bro, I don't really. Your kids didn't get fucking nurtured enough because they were naturally fucked up.
Come on now.
You didn't see it.
The society had already done its job.
Right. Or you wasn't there.
Society had already done its job before they listened to anything.
Society is raising your kids versus you raising
because you a part of society, right? Society. What happens? We all of us overwork and underpaid. So now what we do, we get social media or anything else and put it right in front of our kids to babysit them. Because first of all, we can't afford no babysitter.
YouTube.
Second of all, we don't have no community to help us raise our kids because we got to pay them. They want money too. And I'm like, what the fuck?
And they also changed laws to where the community can't raise the kids.
On my way home, if I done something wrong, I got an ass whipping.
Yes, sir.
From that neighbor.
From the candy lady
and then
to your neighbor.
Ass in syllable and turned John into a 4-syllable word.
Right.
I was good, so I don't know what that
I remember getting my ass whooped at the candy lady house.
Man said at the candy lady.
And then got sent home with a bag of candy.
and she gonna get her money though.
And she got her money. I got my candy, but I was out of order. and I got my ass put back in order and got something to the house and got put back in order again. I'm a better man for it. I know to respect everybody I interact with for whatever reason.
Right.
I learned that at a young age. You know what I'm saying? But now, if your children run out here and they cussing and they doing whatever, if you riding by and you say, hey, you shouldn't be using that vulgar language. And they say, well, fuck you, old man. And, you know what I'm saying? And you got to, well, I'll show your ass. Fuck you. Know? Now you fucked up. But back in the day, old man would get out and whoop your ass and have you in order and then take you to the house and say, you know what he said to me? Is that really, sir? Thank you, sir. And
but like now, young parent, not my child didn't do that. Because my child don't even curse. But soon as they leave, you mother ain't the parent cussing to the fucking top of their lungs.
Listen.
Oh, but your kids don't curse.
It's
so you nurture all that bad behavior, but you fail to realize.
Exactly.
Some of these parents
everything that you do.
Yeah.
True.
Rolling with them.
It's the way they communicate with their child.
Yeah.
Calling them motherfuckers and calling them this. I don't condone talking to a child in that fashion.
Like I said, you're a product of your environment.
You're a product. But
Period.
I need for everybody to realize, like, naturally, your kid gonna be a one way, gonna be a certain kind of way. Pay attention though. Don't be so busy in your life to where you can't pay attention.
My mother cursed when she got mad, but she never cursed me out. She never
Right.
called
And
me
that's
bad.
another.
She never called me a
yeah.
motherfucker or nothing
Right.
like that. You
But
see what I'm
still,
saying?
it's the intent, right?
Right.
I tell people like everything about me and my family is about the intent. I don't care what you say or what you do.
Yeah. Did you
It
have ill
depends
intent?
on once you have a certain kind of intent about it. That's when I'm pissed off.
Right.
What the fuck you mean?
And that was sister.
You know what I mean?
That's that Law and Order.
Right. And when sis came with that, when she came with the definition earlier, that's the that's innate.
Yeah.
It's already in you to know,
right,
you know what I'm saying, what line to cross, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. So you know what? Man, this thing get real heated. I'm sweating over here. You know what I'm saying? Because it's very interesting and just to see. And I see the comment. I see Mama on here. You know what I'm saying? Thank you.
Hey,
thank
Mama.
you, everybody that's on here. Appreciate y'all. Y'all share. Send those stars, those likes, things of that nature. But I'm gonna play me some
O.C.B. man.
Yeah.
What song you finna play? What song you finna play?
Real country shit, you dig? Yeah, real country shit, boy. That's how we do it out here in Mississippi. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, boy. Better know it, Jack. Drunk, still drinking, took a bath, still stank. You know what I'm talking about? O.C.B, baby. I'm a country boy doing them country things. Off in that country slang, letting this hammer swing. Come on. Yeah. I'm a country boy doing them country things. Off in that country slang, letting this hammer swing. Come on. Yeah. Climbing trees, spending a while in Tennessee, watching little kids play hide and go seek. Got a worry on my mind, I'm feeling carefree. Down here in the country, everything is on me. Don't get it twisted, oh yes, we get crunk. Just might do the stunt, just might pull the pump. But yet and still, I'm just a down boy. With a lot of joy, making a lot of noise. Country boy doing them country things. Off in that country slang, letting this hammer swing. Come on. Yeah. I'm a country boy doing them country things. Off in that country slang, letting this hammer swing. Come on. Yeah. Down here we are. Yeah, man. It's your boy O.C.B. That country boy,
man.
Voodoo King, you did. Yeah, man. My wife said, you need to stop saying you ain't voodooing nobody. So, what was he on do to that?
Who do your voodoo?
Look,
your wife.
What I'm gonna do to her
voodoo,
brain later on. Look, her man, love it.
Don't forget, I know where your drawers are.
Oh wow. Oh wow.
Straws.
Yeah,
Don't play no games,
That's how we
man.
really feel.
They are buried
So,
in a safe place.
I think this was a very
shrink your shit to the size of a cocktail.
All right now, Punchy Man.
The punchy man.
Yeah, I think this conversation is I think we need to probably do a part 2 maybe one day.
It's a necessary conversation to have.
Because one thing about this nature versus nurture is about paying attention to yourself.
Yeah.
Uh,
Who's nurturing you?
Yeah. I'm talking about with all people, regardless if you I'm talking about for your kids and the way you raise them, the interaction you have with people, as you call your friends at work,
yes.
The people that you pass by in the street, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Understand naturally they some.
Yeah.
You don't know. So soon as you see it, nurture it. Whatever it is, so they'll feel better. Man. So on that note, we're gonna go to the final words. Because I know these final thoughts gonna be a little lengthy, so we're gonna do we're gonna do it a little early. So we're gonna since Dear Me Queen, let me get her a round of let me find it first, and we get her another round of applause for coming on because she ain't been on here in a while.
Welcome back, Queen. Welcome back.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Yeah. So we're gonna we need your final words for nature versus nurture.
Both are very needed when it comes to building a good characteristics of a person. What you're born with and those genetics do matter because they're going to interact and counteract to what you're doing in the actual world. So be mindful of what you intake in yourself. Be mindful of the knowledge that you get from others and the words that you get from others, because that's all baiting into your nature. And then after your nature, the nurture part is actually going to come out of it. So be mindful. Check your energy.
Always.
Check them folks that surround you. Right. And guard your heart. 3 stacks.
Guard your heart. 3 stacks.
Hey man.
Guard your heart. Yeah, dig that. And all right, and now I'm gonna say we come for that. Oh, hey, Muggsy Mo.
All right, now check this out, y'all. Nature and nurture, to me, is one and the same. I was telling guy Tank earlier. There's a word. I believe the French thought of this. It's called existentialism. No, that was Vince. That was Big Boy I was talking to. And existentialism means that you already have, like Sis said earlier with the definition, you already have this innate ability to know right from wrong, hot from cold, left from right. You're born with it. Now, like my brother Recon said, it's all about how you nurture your nature. If you're around somebody, you see a problem, say something about it. Whether you feel like they got a right cause, right method, say something about it. Because the way you nurture them is going to have an effect on the nature of the person that they are. And that's my thought.
All right. Well spoken, my brother. Goddamn. Reverend. Reverend. And my lovely wife, what's your take?
Let me get myself together because I've been off the camera. I just want to say that just because I think everybody needs to be cognizant and not use that nurture as an excuse as to how you are and who you become, because you might have had some things that happen to you, but you don't have to be a product of your environment or your upbringing, especially if it was negative, or however it was. You still have the choice. You still have free will to change and be who you were innately supposed to be. So even if you were brought up a certain way, that's not how you have to be, So I just think everybody should just be cognizant that who you are, who you become, who you will be is reflective upon, what you want to be, what you're going to do. And it's up to you to develop and form, into that ultimate person that you want to be. And just don't be hung up on, oh, this is just how I was raised and this happened to me and that happened to me. Making excuses. You got to change it. And that's who you will ultimately become. It's all up to you.
Either be a victim of circumstance.
Right.
All right. All right. That's come from Strawberry Fantasy. And also my brother, Recon. What's your final words, brother?
I think nature and nurture is about the same. Bro here But I think there's a difference between nurturing because, and I'm gonna use it like a different definition because I think that a lot of these parents are sheltering and nurturing the shit out of their kids to a point to where they're not ready for the real world. So as they're getting older, they don't understand that it's not rainbows and unicorns out there. You know, Skittles ain't falling out the sky. Like it's one of those where you got to pay bills. See, when we were brought up, like we used to have to learn how to manage a checkbook and had to pay this and you had to do this. But when I go back to nature, I've seen a lot of things in my life that open my eyes to the real world. Some things I don't go into and talk about because it's hard for me. But I like Miss what was it, Strawberry Fantasy? That's hard for me to roll off my lips like that. I've known you so long. I thought you don't want to know my stripper name. Call me the Apache because I do the hell out of it. Anyway.
Oh shit.
When I go back to the nature of people, says that best or CBD.
O.C.B.
O.C.B.
Yeah,
there we go. You really know who you are once that time comes. Like when you say somebody big come up, you talking shit. Yeah, you be talking shit. Then they come up, you stop. Then they leave, you be talking shit again. but that's like in war. That you find out who you are and who you rely on. Because I'm gonna tell you, for instance, Hurricane Harvey. I went out and did the search and rescue, Hurricane Harvey. And I'm gonna tell you
salute to you for that, bro.
I appreciate that. We went out there 2 weeks, man. We were out there on boats, and I saw the best of the best in people. I mean, it didn't matter.
Humanity. You saw humanity.
It was straight. And if you guys remember back in that time, there was a lot of political BS going on. People talking, and local community, I think, is where your heart is, right? Yeah. When we were talking about society, there's a difference between society and community. And a lot of these parents are letting society raise their kids versus the community. Right.
Thanks,
and so when you hear all this from society about race or religion or gender or bathrooms,
whatever.
When I was out there, I took a step back from my reality because everybody's reality is different. Right now it's all the same. We sitting there talking, so we're all, when we leave here, my reality changes very drastically than yours. You're doing your own thing.
Right.
I'm doing my own thing.
Right.
When I saw people coming together, pulling people out, elderly folks, animals, just, it didn't matter. You were in need.
Facts.
And the last time I saw something like that was when they flew the planes into the buildings. We were just sitting there. Everybody didn't have to say a word.
We attacked. We under attack.
We were.
Yeah.
It didn't matter
As
what
a whole.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We were under attack.
And you don't know who. My final thoughts of everything is you don't know who we are as Americans until something happens.
Facts.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's when you come together. And so, what is it? Who said it? Was it Eisenhower? Said something about I wish we had an alien. No, it was Reagan. What if we had an alien threat?
Oh yeah,
that came from above.
Independence Day type shit.
Yeah.
Like for real.
To show
one
the world
yeah.
what humanity really is.
Right. You know who else said something about that? It was written in the book too. Dick Gregory.
I love Dick Gregory.
Yeah. And it was in the book called No More Lies. He had it in the book. He said the same thing. If aliens came from outer space and looked at how we live, how we polluted Earth and everything.
Well, not even how we would view ourselves as human beings.
Yeah.
Because that doesn't make no sense to me because we're all the same fucking race.
Right.
The same exact race.
Yeah. Like I said, humanity looks at itself as humanity in a crisis.
I think it's something to divide us. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, man. Hey, this your boy O.C.B. Voodoo King. No, just say as far as nature versus nurture, everybody's correct. They're one and the same. They're interchangeable, and they mingle together. You can't have one without the other. But what we do need you to understand is that pay attention. Please pay attention to everything all things, your surroundings, so you will get it. So you won't offend nobody. You know what I'm saying? Or and put stuff in a way so they won't take offense. Like, I'm gonna tell you the truth now, but if you offended by it, I'm gonna explain it to you on a kindergarten level so you'll understand why I said it to you. You know what I'm saying? Because I know the nature of you violent, but I want you to show you love. But if sometimes you got too much love for people, you need to be aggressive because now you letting people take advantage of you. So you need all of this shit.
Facts.
You feel what I mean?
I feel
you need to be able to be balanced, understand the balance of shit. You know what I'm saying? When you need to be bad, be bad. When you need to be good, but understand both of them.
Right. The
nature and the nurture of all things. This your boy, O.C.B.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And we out.
You need to come back.
O.C.B.
Yeah. Yeah. On the weekend, we gonna ride and chill and do what players do. We gonna get fresh to death and choose up on a few. Because we're regal, baby, and that's just what we do. One love.